And now part two of our Eyewitness News special report, American Tragedy, Tamara, Cricket, Amy. Three women touched by the same crime. It's been more than 30 years since Patrick Bradford was convicted of murder and the arson in the death of Tamara Lohr in her Becky Road home. The two had an on-again, off-again affair for several years. Prosecutors say Bradford, an Evansville police officer, was in uniform and on duty when he killed Lohr. Bradford's daughter was 6 years old at the time. Today, Amy Bradford maintains he is innocent. Cricket Lohr feels otherwise. She says she saw a vision of her daughter after the murder.
Because I know he still proclaims his innocence. Tammy came to me and already told me he's done this to her. I saw her. I really saw her. It didn't seem like a dream to me. She was standing there, beautiful. You know, she seemed happy.
Patrick Bradford took the stand in his trial, unusual for an accused murderer. There were no cameras in the courtroom in 1993, but first-hand accounts of those who were there say Bradford came across arrogant, cocky, as though asking, "Why am I here?"
I've actually spoken to him about this. He and I have had an actual conversation about that. And he said that it wasn't cockiness that he felt, though it read that way to some people. He said he was angry. He was angry because in real time, in front of him, he was realizing what was happening. He said people were getting on the stands and they weren't telling the truth, and he realized that it was on purpose, and these are his words. And he was so hurt and so angry that his friends, the people he worked alongside, served alongside, would do that to him.
Can you understand, is it comprehensible to understand, she has said that she honestly believes her father is innocent?
Yeah, I can. Because from what I've heard, he could talk to everybody and say, "I've never done this," and they'd believe him. He was that kind of a guy. Just from the way he kept staring at me in the courtroom. You know, I didn't know him, but he gave me a mean look. That's scary.
I feel to diminish me in such a way to say that an educated woman who has done her own research and came to the conclusion organically that I'm a manipulated, you know, foolish girl, I think that's not only short-sighted, but I find it very offensive.
Amy Bradford is a believer, citing post-trial evidence and a dissenting opinion from a member on an appeals court.
I've done the research, and that I came to my conclusion about my father's innocence on my own terms, and that includes reading the entire trial record, looking through all the evidence, and speaking to multiple experts outside of Evansville, Indiana, about the science regarding this case. Even circuit court judges believe the way that I believe.
I know God knows that he is not an innocent person.
Tamara Lohr would be 54 years old now had she lived. Cricket Lohr now loves to bake and supports those who have suffered from crime. Amy Bradford has established a foundation to help children of incarcerated parents. She is a high school teacher. Patrick Bradford will have spent most of his life in prison if he is released in 2028. Now, both parts of American Tragedy will be posted on our website, tristatehomepage.com.